that would make my total kVA to this transformer 10 kVA. Well, does that work out? Well, let's see. We've already said we have 20.87 amps and 480 volts. 20.87 amps times 480 volts, right? S equals V times I, right? Oh, wow. I actually get around 10 kVA. So the math does work out. Now that's something that's actually really cool about auto transformers. One of the benefits is that I actually can take a mutual induction transformer and increase the capacity by connecting it as an auto transformer. So just a second, we'll take a look at some of the other advantages and disadvantages of the auto transformer. Just wanted to do this calculation as well to show that. Stick around. So like everything with electrical, using different types of electrical equipment, there's advantages and there's disadvantages. So when we're talking about that auto transformer, some of the advantages, like we just said, we have that increased VA, that increased apparent power. When we take a mutual transformer, put the winding in series, right? Bigger VA. Really easy adjustments. We can dial the winding for our output. So things like a variactor, a variable voltage supply. Auto transformer, so we don't see all the waste by using a geometer. They're smaller and they're cheaper than a standard mutual induction transformer. So depending on your application, an auto transformer might be better. And there's really low percent IZ or percent impedance because it doesn't have to overcome magnetic coupling and all that. So we get a really low percent IZ or percent impedance. But along the same lines of a low percent impedance would be like high fault current. That can also be considered a fault too. And you would be high available fault current because of the low impedance in there. And there's no magnetic isolation, meaning you're relying on percent impedance of the supply transformer as well to limit the fault current. It's not actually limited by that auto transformer because there's no magnetic isolation. One other thing that we see, and one reason they don't like to use them is because if you're using it as a step down